Welcome, Billiken fans. This is Chris May, the athletic director here at St. Louis University. And today we're here to share with you the 23-24 academic year's highlight film. What a fantastic year we just finished with all of our Billikens as they focused on our objectives of educating, competing, and building community. Our Billikens had great success in the classroom. We celebrated over 100 graduates in May as they left St. Louis University as graduates ready to take on the world. Competitively, we won championships, we had All-Americans, and we had several teams play in the postseason. And we all did this building community and bringing people together to celebrate the great success our Billiken athletes had over the past year. All of this success was possible because of a clear focus on our values. It starts with trust. Our student athletes trusted the process, trusted their coaches, and had wonderful success. They were committed to excellence and worked their tails off to have wonderful success here at SLU. They clearly cared for each other in building a community that pulls together on a daily basis. And finally, with a foundation of gratitude, which is really our secret sauce around here. Our Billikens pulled together in leading with their values and had great success. One of the big highlights of the year was the opening of the O'Loughlin Family Champion Center in October. This facility is a best-in-class facility that serves our student athletes from 6 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night in everything they do, from academics to getting career support, to spiritual foundation, to nutrition, to the Chaffetz Basketball Operations Center, to the Victory Room that we're standing outside of here today. This facility puts Billiken student athletes in a position to succeed at high levels, and we couldn't be more proud. We're especially thankful to the community that made this place happen, and we're thrilled to watch Billikens come in here daily as they pursue their dreams of winning championships, of getting a great education, and building on this wonderful Billiken community. As we look back at the accomplishments over the past year, we thank you, our Billiken community, for being on the team and helping make it all happen. Our primary strategic objective is to educate. This spring, we celebrated our 2024 graduating class, which included more than 115 student athletes, spirit group members, and staff. It was a great day as we recognized the hard work of our student athletes and celebrated with their families. The pinnacle of the Billiken athletic experience is graduation, and we couldn't be more proud of our graduates and their families on that special day. Billiken student athletes lived up to the proud SLU tradition of academic excellence, as evidenced by another remarkable GPA. Our more than 400 student athletes and spirit group members registered an impressive 3.47 GPA during the academic year. A total of 143 student athletes earned straight A's this past academic year, and many were celebrated as part of our annual straight A breakfast in May. It has become one of the great traditions at SLU to not only recognize the best of our student athletes, but to also recognize and salute the great St. Louis University faculty and staff who work tirelessly through the academic year in support of our student athletes. Also, more than 230 student athletes had a GPA above 3.5, and more than 320 achieved a GPA above 3.0. For the first time since 2009, we had multiple student athletes earn academic All-American honors. Diego Conix was named an academic All-American in men's soccer, while Lindsay Heckel earned the honor for women's soccer. Being named an academic All-American is one of the highest honors for a student athlete. Diego and Lindsay were truly elite in the classroom and on the pitch. We couldn't be more proud of their accomplishments. Our second strategic objective is to compete, and Billiken programs and individual student athletes competed at the highest levels in 23-24. 2 Billiken programs combined for 3 conference championships, and several teams made history in postseason play. The women's soccer team won its 6th straight A10 tournament title and made its 6th consecutive NCAA tournament appearance, advancing farther than they've ever been to the Sweet 16. The women's basketball team won the WNIT postseason championship, becoming the first women's team in school history to win a national postseason tournament. The baseball team marched to its 6th A10 regular season title in school history, and our men's tennis team qualified for the UTR Sports NIT Championship, its first postseason appearance in school history as well. Samantha Kunza became the first Billiken women's student athlete to qualify for the NCAA championships in track and field. Samantha represented SLU in the hammer throw at the national meet in Eugene, Oregon, earning second-team All-America honors. She was the second Billiken in as many years to qualify for the national finals. Under the direction of head coach Katie Shields, our women's soccer team continues to rank among the country's elite programs. This past season, the Billikens once again won the A-10 regular season title and captured their sixth consecutive A-10 tournament title. SLU defeated Indiana and Georgetown in the NCAA tournament play and took Penn State into overtime before falling in a heartbreaker in the Sweet 16. In 2024, the Billikens will return three players who have earned All-America honors in Emily Gaby, Lindsay Heckel, and Emily Percelli. Emily Gaby and Lindsay Heckel were the A-10 Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year last season. In addition, Emily Percelli was the league's Goalkeeper of the Year. Our men's soccer team earned the number 2 seed in the A-10 tournament. The Billikens had the A-10 Defensive Player of the Year in Diego Conix. The cross-country teams had 3 student-athletes earn all-conference honors by finishing in the top 15 in their respective races, the first time this has happened since 2016. New head coach Andrea Beatty led the volleyball team to the semifinals of the A-10 tournament in her first season at the helm. Rebecca Tillett and the women's basketball team followed up their A-10 championship season with another historic campaign. In thrilling fashion, the Billikens won 6 games in the WNIT to win the first national postseason tournament by a women's team in school history. Also, we are proud to say it was the first time an A-10 women's basketball program has won a postseason national tournament. Peyton Kennedy was named the MVP of the WNIT. Also, we are proud to salute Kyla McMakin, who graduates as one of the top scorers in college basketball history with more than 2,000 career points. Several Billikens earned conference championships on the track. Harrison Martinenko won gold in the mile indoors and the 1,500-meter outdoors. Evan Brunderman was the conference champion in the indoor triple jump. Journey Amundsen won the conference title in the outdoor triple jump. And Michaela McDowell was the A-10 champion in the outdoor 400 meters. 4 of those Billikens, Journey Amundsen, Evan Brunderman, Samantha Kunza, and Michaela McDowell, all qualified for the NCAA track and field first rounds. Both of our tennis programs reached the semifinals of the A-10 championship. The men's team ended the season with the number 7 regional ranking, its first in program history, and made the program's first postseason appearance after being selected for the UTR Sports NIT Championship. The Billiken baseball program rolled through the conference schedule with a 16-8 record, winning its 6th A-10 regular season title in school history and earning the top seed in the A-10 baseball championship. Head coach Darren Henriksen had 2 milestones this year, winning his 500th as the Billiken skipper and 1,000th in his coaching career. Our softball team followed up their A-10 regular season championship season with another great year in 2024. The Bills were the number 2 seed in the A-10 tournament and advanced to the championship round. We are excited to welcome new men's basketball coach Josh Schertz to the Billiken family. Coach Schertz and his staff have hit the ground running, building a program that I'm sure the Billiken community will be proud of. We can't wait for November when Coach Schertz and the Billikens finally take the court at Chaffetz Arena. Our third strategic objective is to build community, which we do in many ways. From welcoming fans to our more than 150 athletic events, to our community outreach, to our student athletes living the university's Jesuit mission and serving others, Billikens take pride in embedding themselves in our St. Louis University and St. Louis communities. We welcomed more than 140,000 fans to campus during the academic year. Both our men's and women's soccer teams ranked in the top 25 in attendance this past season. The SLU versus SIUE soccer doubleheader at City Park was one of the most attended matches in college soccer all season. Also, the Herman Stadium men's soccer homecoming crowd of 6,457 Billikens ranked 3rd in attendance in the NCAA this year among matches played on campus. We welcomed more than 7,000 area youth for our annual Women's Basketball Education Day in Chaffetz Arena, a highlight for many of our area elementary school students as they come to watch the Billikens. Through the A-10 Conference Media Rights Agreement, 11 games were nationally televised across men's and women's basketball. Additionally, 12 games aired on Bally Sports Midwest as part of our local broadcast agreement. Every men's basketball game and many of the women's basketball games were aired live on KMOX radio in the Midwest region. And finally, more than 90 of our events were streamed live on ESPN+, the most ever for our program. Other ways we build community are through special events, both on and off campus and in the St. Louis region. It was another successful year for the Get Her in the Game initiative, which supports scholarship opportunities for women student athletes. And we were thrilled to welcome a great group of Billiken supporters to the annual Billiken Golf Classic at Norwood Hills Country Club. Congratulations to the new class of Billiken Hall of Famers. 10 individuals and 2 teams were inducted and introduced at a men's basketball game in February. Our student athletes celebrated the academic year at the annual Sluice-Bee Awards in Chaffetz Arena. And finally, it was an honor to welcome back the family of Hall of Fame coach Rick Majerus when we named the Chaffetz Pavilion Court in his honor. We hope you enjoyed the look at this past academic year and all the successes Billiken student athletes had. We thank you for being on the team, and we look forward to seeing you here on campus to cheer on the Billikens in the upcoming year. Go Bills!